Hey everybody, my name's Kyle and this is Track by Track, music reviews, news, and commentary. Artificial intelligence is far from being new technology, but it certainly feels like 2023 was the year it hit the mainstream, particularly in the realm of entertainment. The use of AI was a significant factor in both the actors and writers' strikes in Hollywood this year, and there was no shortage of discussion about the role AI played in the creation of the new Beatles song, Now and Then. Personally, I've been playing with AI in graphics creation quite a bit this year, and I've been absolutely blown away by both what it is capable of as well as what it struggles with. So what I thought would be interesting to do is put it to the test with something everyone here in the Track by Track audience is familiar with, and that's album covers. Now, obviously, we could use AI to create all sorts of cover art unlike anything anyone has ever seen before. That's cool and all, but perhaps a more interesting task would be to see how well AI can recreate classic album covers that we all know very well. So what I'm going to do today is show you how cover art from 4 rock classics looks after using artificial intelligence to recreate them from scratch. There's several high-profile AI graphics platforms out there, but the one I'm using is Adobe Photoshop's new Generative Fill AI feature. What I love about this tool is you get all the incredible power of artificial intelligence combined with the equally powerful image editing capabilities of Photoshop, a program I've been using for over 20 years. And one particularly powerful option you get with Photoshop AI is the ability to add layers upon layers of AI-created graphic elements to build and fine-tune images as you go, rather than try to generate an entire perfect image from a single AI prompt. If you haven't worked with AI before, that may be a confusing concept, but don't worry. I'm about to show you exactly what I'm talking about by recreating classic covers from Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and Van Halen. But first, I'm going to start with a simpler but no less iconic selection, and that's Nevermind by Nirvana. There's not a lot of complexity to this cover, so it's a great one to use to give you a basic understanding of how the AI process in Photoshop works. All right, let's get started. So the way things begin with most AI graphics tools is you describe in words what it is you want to create. For the Nirvana cover, I'm going to start with the water itself and ask the AI for an underwater image. What Photoshop then does is generate 3 different results based on what you ask for. If none of those look good, you can generate 3 more over and over again, or change your wording to get closer to what you want. This one isn't quite right. Neither is this. And neither is this. But this one looks pretty good, actually, so I think this is the one I'm going to go with. Okay, now let's get to the star of the show, the swimming baby. This is where the magic of Photoshop really starts to kick in. What I do is I draw a selection around the area of the water where I want the baby to be, and then ask the AI for a swimming baby boy with arms spread open. And here's what we get. Pretty cool, right? Not quite what we're looking for, though, so let's try a few others. No. That's not bad. Let's go with that one. Next, we'll add the fishing line, which is pretty easy, and then the dollar bill. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. All right, we're just about done, but there's 2 more things I'm going to do here. My rules for this project are for all the images to be created by AI, and the only things I'm going to edit are some adjustments to color and lighting and adding any cover logos or text, which in this case results in this. My final AI recreation of Nevermind by Nirvana. Not bad, huh? Let's compare it to the original cover. The baby on the original cover looks more confused than the AI baby, who looks decidedly happy to take the bait, but otherwise, this is pretty close. But like I said, this cover is pretty simple, so let's try something a little more complex, like Led Zeppelin 4. There's been a lot of buzz about this cover art recently because they finally discovered the original photo seen in the frame on the cover, so this is a very timely choice. So like I did with Nevermind, I'll start with the background, and Photoshop's AI gives me a selection of faded and peeling flowered wallpaper, including this one. That's not too bad. Next, we'll ask for a black ornate picture frame with scratches. That's not quite right. That's a little better. Not quite. Okay, that actually isn't too bad. It may look like kind of a mess here, but remember, we're going to get rid of everything in the middle in just a minute. First, we'll add the string and nail to hang it on the wall, and then we'll move on to the picture itself. I'll start with the grass. That's not what we're looking for. I don't know what that is all about there. That's closer. That looks like something I can work with. Let's take that and then get some trees on the horizon and then add an overcast sky. Now we're ready for the star of the show. Let's have the AI insert an old man in a tattered brown suit and hat hunched over with a cane. Okay, this guy has more plantation owner vibes than we're looking for, I think. Same with this guy. A little too Burl Ives here. Obviously, this isn't right. Is this guy doing the chicken dance? That's not right. That isn't perfect, but I think I'm going to go with it. Okay, one more thing, and that's the bundle of branches on his back. I went through a number of AI-generated variations and finally settled on this one. It isn't quite as ragged as the original cover, but it comes close enough for this exercise. All right, now just a bit of an adjustment on the color and lighting, and I think we'll call this one done. Not bad for AI. Let's see the two versions side by side. The wallpaper on the original is more tattered than the AI version, and the old men aren't a perfect match by any means, but overall I think the core elements are all there. So let's move on now to Animals by Pink Floyd. This is a band with plenty of iconic album covers, but I thought this would be the most interesting one to try to recreate with AI. To begin, once again, I'll ask the AI for the background of an industrial district. This isn't quite right. Not this either. Nope. No. Not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think I can work with this. And I'll ask the AI to remove those smokestacks first, and then we'll see about generating the building. It's a power station on the cover, but I'm asking the AI for a brick factory building because it seems to translate that better into what we want here. Wow, that's a big brick box. Let's go with this one. We're going to need some smokestacks, obviously. There we go. Let me have the AI clean up the weird smoke and add some dark clouds. And now it's time for the flying pig. I asked the AI for a floating inflatable pig, and we get some interesting options. Is that the pig from Toy Story? That looks like a balloon animal. That is literally a flying pig. Okay, there we go. I like that one. Let's add in a little smoke from the smokestacks, and then I think we're ready for the final adjustments. And there it is. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Let's see the two versions side by side. Yeah, the architecture is not the same. The original was a bit more Art Deco than what the AI came up with. But once again, I think the core elements all line up pretty well. I've seen other reinterpretations of the Animals cover over the years, and I think this stands up fairly well. Okay, let's do one more. Here's the original cover for 1984 by Van Halen. This one has some interesting challenges for the AI, as you're about to see. We'll start with the background, which is sort of a light blue sky. I can work with that. Next, we'll have the AI add the marble slab. That looks good. I think we're ready for the star of the show. Now, here's something interesting. Look at the original. The obvious thing to ask the AI for is a shirtless toddler boy, but it actually won't let me do that. There's protections in place, so you can't have the AI create, shall we say, questionable materials. So the wording I ended up using was cherub leaning on arm looking right. No problem there, apparently, although this isn't quite what we're looking for. This isn't it either. No. This one's a little too old. This is better, but still not quite there. Okay, here we go. This works. All right, let's get this kid smoking. There we go. Perfect. Now it's time for him to earn his wings. On the original cover, you could only see one wing, but with this pose, I think we need to see two. Various options here, and they're all pretty good, but let's go with this. All right, the last image element we need is the pack of cigarettes. The AI could not get me exactly what I wanted here. I won't go through all the dozens of bad variations it offered up, but here's where I ended up. All right, after adding the text and adjusting the color and lighting and giving it a sort of painting texture, here's the final result. Okay, I am really digging this. I really like the way this one turned out. I think it really nails the spirit of the original with maybe a little more attitude. Here's the two covers side by side. Yeah, the kid on the original cover definitely looks a little more innocent and maybe slightly younger. But overall, I think this is pretty successful. Nice work, Photoshop AI. So there you go, 4 classic album covers reimagined with artificial intelligence. I gotta say, even if they don't perfectly match, they still get so close to the original concepts that I'm pretty impressed by what the technology is capable of. But what do you think? Are you impressed with AI? Or do you think it's, I don't know, dehumanizing the creative process? No doubt there's a lot of ethical concerns in how AI is used, though for a fun exercise like this, I don't think we're crossing any lines. And speaking of this as an exercise, let me know if you enjoyed seeing this and if there's any album covers you'd like to see AI try to recreate in a future video. Once again, my name's Kyle, and this has been Track by Track. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Plus, be sure to check out some of these other videos below that I think you might also enjoy. And of course, be sure to click subscribe, because true music fans always want new releases the day they come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.